The dark, rich flavors of a semi-sweet and unsweetened chocolate, rum and espresso mingle wonderfully in this moist, flourless chocolate cake. I like to call it the Roberta Heart. It's named for my old friend Roberta Kins, who once made 38 of these in one day for one of my catering jobs. After you see how easy it is to make, you'll understand how she could make so many. First thing to do is to melt the chocolate. And we use 1.5 tablespoons of espresso powder in 6 tablespoons of hot water. Stir that well and add that to 21 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate, which had been broken up, and 3 ounces of unsweetened chocolate, just to add a little bit more depth of flavor. Put this over simmering water, so you've simulated a bain-marie, and stir it every so often until it melts smooth and glossy. 6 tablespoons of dark rum added to your chocolate. Semi-sweet chocolate contains 60% chocolate liquor and 40% sugar. So let that sit there and melt just by itself. And now into 9 large eggs, add 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar and whisk all together. And then you're going to heat this also over simmering water until all the sugar is dissolved. You're going to beat it until it's light and frothy. So just put your bowl right over simmering water. So we have the eggs warming, we have our chocolates melting. Now this is heavy cream, 1.5 cups with a tablespoon of sugar and about a tablespoon of vanilla. This is whipped to a nice stiffness, and this is going to be folded into the whole thing before we bake the Roberta Heart. I think the sugar is completely dissolved, and now we can whip this on our stand mixer until it's light and frothy. This has to beat for approximately 5 minutes. So look what's happened to our eggs. It has tripled in volume. And I'm going to add chocolate. So this is like a cake when it's finally finished without any flour. This was one of our most popular and most asked for desserts when I ran my catering business, which was called the uncatered affair. The idea being that a hostess never had to say who had done all the cooking. And now fold in your whipped cream. Okay, so I can now pour this into our prepared pan. This is a 10 by 2 inch heart, buttered and then lined with parchment paper. And then everything is buttered again. Make sure you've preheated your oven to 350 degrees. Now carefully place this in your roasting pan, at least 2 inches deep. This is going to be a water bath. Put boiling water so it comes about 1 inch up the pan, and then pop it into the oven for approximately 1 hour until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. When it comes out of the oven, let it cool in the water bath. When it is cool, refrigerate overnight. To release it from the pan, just put it back in a little bit of warm water and have your serving pedestal ready and some nicely whipped sweetened cream. If it's not releasing, you might loosen around the edges with a sharp knife, just the point, and then try it again. Keeping your cool in the kitchen is extremely important. So now invert your platter over the heart. How beautiful. And now remove the parchment from around the perimeter of your heart. You see how moist and chocolatey and gorgeous this is? Just brush away any crumbs. I'm going to pipe a beautiful ruffled edge all the way around with whipped cream, and this covers any unevenness. And then you can embellish your top and go in the opposite direction. So here you have a Roberta Heart. So chocolatey, this will win the hearts of all your chocolate lovers. Enjoy.